Morning YouTube to the first ever vlog series. Honestly, I kind of woke up like pretty late in the day, but we're about to go jet out of here, go meet with my boy Tommy. He's the owner of store 204. He's gonna service some of my frames. I think we're also gonna go visit my boy Tito, do a supply drop to him, probably just do a couple little other things, investing, learning, and do a little bit of editing. But I guess we're gonna kind of just see where the day takes us. So here we go. Just leaving the condo right now, running just a tad bit late to go see Tommy. I forgot to mention he also does like some really dope merch. It's gonna be interesting because I didn't even tell him that I'm doing this vlog. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how he reacts, if he's gonna fuck with it or not. Probably will. So I just got finished with Tommy. Fortunately, it didn't really go as planned. He was in a little bit of a rush. He had a 5 o'clock to get to. By the time I pulled up, it was like 4:20. So he didn't really have a lot of time to really sit and chat. So I couldn't really get him on film or anything. But we did talk about like maybe potentially like getting him in a vlog in the near future or something like that. Tito didn't respond either. I don't know if he's like busy cutting or with something else, but I wasn't able to get in touch with him. So the best I could do for you guys obviously was just the frames that you've seen, you know, that I got Tommy to fix for me. I'm so sorry guys, unfortunately I kind of dropped the ball on this first vlog. I feel super lackluster, but you know, this is like, you know, I guess like a live and learn process kind of. I'm locked down from cutting. You know, there's a lot of unconventionalness that's coming with this in terms of like what I'm doing with my life, as opposed to what I would be doing with my life otherwise if we weren't in lockdown. It's gonna take some, I think, a little bit of experimentation, you know, like a little bit of something to get the consistency of these vlogs going. I mean, there's only so much I have control over, and at the end of the day, you know, all we can do is just try to put the best production and product out there. Hopefully, you know, we'll have something, you know, by the end of this for you, and it's not a total waste, but fingers crossed. We'll get there, all right? You'll be watching this. This vlog has definitely been out already for a minute. I just kind of want to show you the process that I kind of go in between editing. It definitely takes a lot of time. I'm not using anything crazy. I just use iMovie these days. I'm just trying to master this before I can save up some bread and really invest into a more complex hardware system. You can see here, this is like my little collection of you know, like little heat that I got from Mal. Shout out to Produced by Mal, personal producer, my first ever client, really put me on. A lot of work goes into this, like it's a lot of chopping, a lot of like going back, kind of seeing like how things can be put together. There are a lot of times like I'll put together like a project and like I'll be watching it and I think I like it, and then like, you know, like 24 hours later, I'm just not feeling the same about it. It's definitely a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of trial and error. Makes you look at things, whether through a lens or just in a regular everyday life. Like it makes you look at things in a different light, in a different perspective. It's an ever-going process. It's honestly like any other art form. I really feel like, you know, like you learn, you definitely put videos out and you definitely see like things that you could improve on or could have done better. You know, since, you know, like doing this, I definitely feel like, you know, just before releasing this, like, you know, there'll definitely be some things that I could have improved on. But, you know, I think for the time and for how much prep and how much you know, emphasis and energy put in it, I'm usually happy with the end result that we're able to achieve. You know, I look at every project almost as, you know, a stepping stone, you know, to doing better. So, you know, I hope to, you know, take you through the creative process and a lot of these going forward as well. Been like trying to like kind of figure out about making a full Apple transition from phone to, obviously this is a MacBook, to I just sold my parents my iPad mini and I'm getting an iPad Air that should be coming in this week. Well, I've been rocking with Dropbox for the last little while, as you can kind of see up here, but I'm thinking about making the swap over to iCloud, because I think like the synchronization between devices, it just makes more sense. So I'm just kind of like looking at these price plans per month and trying to figure out which one would make the most sense based on what I already spend a year per Dropbox. I just kind of took in, I'm like, man, I've been using Dropbox for a lot of stuff. Like, maybe I should just like move over to Apple, because I'm pretty much gonna have all Apple just now, right? So I'm thinking it'll just be easier in the long run, but I guess we'll see. What do you think I should invest in? Captions over here, I don't think they're available no more, so I think these ones are what's up to date. So I was thinking either the 200 gigabyte one or the 1 terabyte. I think I'm leaning more towards the 1 terabyte though. But let me know what y'all are thinking. Like, should I go the 1 terabyte route, or should I go the 200 gigabyte route?
What up, Barber?
My guy, filthy. This dude's changing the game low key. Low key, this dude's changing the game. Shout out to Esco. I've never met the dude, but showed some love to me early on in my career online on the gram. Ooh, shout out to Sir Cuts. Shout out to Sir. I don't know. E-Dub's blend is really nice, but I think Mark might take this one still. Ooh. Shout out Basio. Basio Cuts.
Blends are crazy. Yo, shout out to E-Dub coming all the way from PA, coming over here and doing Blurry Bay.
You know what's crazy is I actually met Basio for class in PA. It wasn't my first time meeting him there, but it was, I think, the second or third class I seen him at. He actually cut me in PA. He needed a demo for that class, and no one was. Well, he had one other person, but he needed someone else. Shout out to Basio. Oh, these dudes surpassed 1,000. Look at that. That's the most views they've ever gotten. I don't even think Kenny and Bones has got that many. That's crazy. Shout out to G. Yeah, filthy. I'll be selling those too if anybody wants, by the way. I got a few left, so if anyone wants any of those blade brackets, filthy blends blade brackets, let me know. y'all to pay attention to. Maybe something to add to your arsenal if you haven't already. If you're unsure of dark spots in your fade, put your phone camera over it and use it as a cross-reference to find the spots, to blend out a little bit more, to create a smoother transition. Shout out to Mark for that, dude. That's a dope technique. I don't know how often he uses that, but I think that's a dope ass technique still. How do you all feel about like them taking like the winners of these verses and like putting them head to head against each other? If Kenny Duncan won last week's against Bones, how would you feel about... Ooh, that side's looking clean. How would you feel if like they put Kenny against like the winner of this versus, like if it was Mark or if it was E-Dub? How do you feel about that? Look at his fingers on the lever as he's fading. He's moving the lever simultaneously as he's flicking. It has to be the craziest technique I've seen. I always thought about like how you could like master that and do it yourself, but like I don't have that coordination down yet. Honestly, the fact that he has a longer top than Filthy does for E-Dub's model, that's probably gonna give him a different dimension. He'll probably win it just because of that, straight up. Filthy doesn't have a long enough top to compete with this, so if Mark can, and it looks like he knows what he's doing, so I mean it's Mark, so obviously he knows what he's doing. Shout out to my brother. I'm trying to get this work right here, Yo, listen, both of this, man. That's crazy.
Yo, I can't read that. It's blurring my vision.
How do you? No, because you gotta have both at the same time. Wait, keep moving though. You can't.
That's
the lens,
crazy.
Yeah, the lens is not gonna. Mark wants to show you guys is that if you put the 3D glasses on, like everybody is here, you can actually see. Let me see.
That's dope. That's a
I'll put 'em
dope
on.
concept.
Oh, I can't. It makes me sick. It's making me sick.
that Barberversus battle. I thought it was honestly probably the best one yet. I really enjoyed the Bones and Kenny Duncan one. To be honest, I think this is probably the best one yet. I don't really know who's gonna win. I'll try to put the results up though to let you know who ends up winning it. But I thought that was a really dope battle. Mark, who was competing, he was actually the barber that hosted my first ever barber event that I've ever gone to as a professional, or as a barber in general. So I thought that was really crazy, just to see how far he's come and what he's doing now. He's cutting Diddy and everything, and I got a chance to meet Bones that same day, and a lot of other really relevant people in the industry, local as well as, you know, internationally and over in the States. I thought it was a really cool, and I still think like the whole concept of like Barberverzuztv, it's like one of the few things right now that seems to be keeping everyone kind of intact and up to date. Maybe I'll do a couple more lives, more vlogs on this, but I thought it was really cool just to see all the cameos from all the barbers. A lot of those barbers I've interacted with at some point, have watched or been watching for a while, so I thought it was really cool. Can't wait to see kind of where it goes and the direction of that. Well, I guess we'll see who wins in a few. Damn, dude, that was a hella close one. Mark just barely took that one. That's crazy though. It's Monday, it's the start of a new week. I went to go take my grandmother out for a optometrist appointment. And to my surprise, while I was out, I got a little something. Yes, sir. Making the full Apple switch. iPad Air. Last year, I bought around this time an iPad mini that I had been wanting for like close to like 5 years or so. And I seen that this was coming out, and I was just like, damn, this looks even doper, like what you could do with it, and like the quality and everything, and USB-C. My parents wanted to buy my iPad mini from me, and you know, I just took that money, put a little bit more cash down, and made an early upgrade. And you know, I'm happy I did. Got the Apple Pencil. I'm really happy to have that and to put it to use. Really looking forward to seeing how I can utilize this, and yeah, what it could really do for me. I can only imagine what I'll be able to do with this. So, whew, let's check it out. That's the first daily vlog, guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much for just tuning in. Once again, my apologies. I know these vlogs are a little less engaging because of the fact that I'm not really cutting right now or doing too much of anything barber related, but I just want to get into the habit of posting on a weekly basis, at least once a week, you know. Hopefully when things open back up, you know, we can hopefully have some better content for you, you know. But until then, I'm just gonna try to, you know, whatever I have for you guys, I feel like it's captivating or interesting, you know, I want to vlog it still, you know. I feel like it's still worth vlogging, you know, the life of a locked down barber who isn't cutting. So, you know, that's what I'm gonna provide, and I'm gonna try to remain consistent. And hey, until next time, stay crispy, my friends, and in St. Petersburg, we reunite.